Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. So in last video we have covered from roles and responsibility to test methodology. So in roles and responsibility we talk about all roles and where we talk about last time I forget to mention about iteration manager is also known as Scrum Master in agile environment. And the test strategy, we have talked about software and hardware requirements, environment requirements, about test methodology, where we have seen about the agile ceremonies, the stand-up, sprint planning and all. So today we will start from test schedule. So here you can see that I have covered the main testing type, and you can also mention other testing type like smoke testing, sanity testing and all. So let's talk about first unit testing. When the build is complete, then developer will check that unit of that application. They check that that unit is working proper or not. And in the system testing, in this testing we will check the whole system, it is working proper or not. The system, that application which this application is about user journey, that shopping journey of user in Amazon. So we will check that that whole journey is working correct or not, in the proper way, in a sync way. In integration testing, because in that application, Amazon application, that is shopping journey of user, it means their payment is also used, that database used, and the APIs. So we will check that, we will check in the integration testing that all system is working proper or not. We can check manually and using automation as well. In the performance test, we can use the JMeter, Blazemeter to check the performance of our application that is working in a correct way, in a proper time, or when the user will select the product, it is fetching the data from database is in how much time and all. We will check everything in that performance of that application in that performance testing. In user acceptance testing, in this testing we will check all the production live data. We will use that production like data in the user acceptance testing, where the client also will involve in that. They can also see that it is the application is behave correctly or not. After when the user acceptance testing is complete, then that application will move into production validation testing. This is the last phase of testing. In production validation testing, we make sure that that live build is working as per customer requirement or not. Now move to the control procedure, where we have problem reporting and the change request. So in case an incident which might be encountered during the testing process, a proper procedure needs to be placed. So for this project, when any issue, any bug will raise, then the Jira card need to be raised and then assigned to the QA of the e-commerce team. Also, if there is any critical issue where change is required, then further change requests need to be raised. So for change request, would be comprised of process of modification to the software, where that team lead and the client will be like the team lead will need to get in touch with the client in that change request, and we need to discuss if there is that change request maybe affect an other application, other feature of that application or not. We will check that everything in that request. Now we have the dependencies. So when you are testing any application, then we should know about that application will depend on which team, and which team maybe they will help and all. So because our task is about the shopping at e-commerce website, so where we need the payment team and the APIs and the database. So here in that dependency, we that application is dependent on the database team, that like fetching the product from database. So this is the high priority, we need to take care of that. And the payment gateway, because payment is needed for that application, that user journey. This is also a high priority. You can make it like according to your requirement, like according to your needs. It depends on. So APIs call, this is the low priority, where we have like APIs where we can that card, that payment, and everything will be dependent on our application. And we need also that take care of that risk. So what risk can be affect our application or not, we need to take care of that. Like security of your bank data, this is the high priority, where the company will need that details of that customer need to be secure. And the customer card items, then database, like if there that could be risk. If there is we can check that if you select that data from the database and that data is removed from your inventory or not, we need to check that one. That could be a risk. And the API call failures, when you call APIs like payment and database, they can also, like, there is a risk. It sometimes it can fail, or we need to take care of that. And after that we have the assumption. Assumption is very important, because it could be cause of a bad customer experience. For example, like as soon as a customer purchases a product, for example like a basketball, then it should be removed from database of total number of respective products which is present in that inventory. Other examples, while the customer enters their card details or bank details and order the product, then the proper approval should be required so as to process the payment. So we need that assumption. And we have like approvals, because that project dependent on other team as well. So sometimes we need approval for our delivery manager or that client and all. So for this particular application, that e-commerce team, there is that delivery manager approval needs, and the payment team, we need approvals from that. And the database team, we need, whenever we will fetch the data from the database, then for that we need all approval from that from their delivery manager or any the senior manager. And then we have appendix, where we have all the steps, the step by, like how we follow that application, like navigate to that application and then search the product and add to your wish list and all. So in appendix we can include a copy of test example, and if there are different type of information, we can also label it as a appendix A and appendix B. Like that way we can differentiate our information. So for appendix, I have covered the steps of which customer will follow to purchase any product. So I have covered all the steps here. So you can include anything which you want to cover in that appendix. So I think that is for a day. The test plan is complete now. Because this is the manual test case, you can make manual and automation where maybe you need more software. This is not a only way for writing a test plan. There are various type of test plan you can plan your test documentation according to your company need, according to your client need. So it's totally different from company to company. So for now, that's it. Thank you for being with me. Have a great day. Bye bye.